As you were just saying, we've seen in the tournament so far, I think Mobs has had a couple of cool moments. As for Junior, I don't think anybody really rivals him. I think he's a player that I'm really keen to see if he can carry this team through and make them relevant again, because this is a redemption arc for Junior. You know, this is a situation where he is out of Furia, back into the North American ranks. He's got to once again prove that he is the player that is above this caliber and wants to move once again into the bigger teams. Here comes the play for Team 1. They go straight into this B execute, and look at the defense right now. So many plays over here for Bad News Bears.
Counter flashes slow them down. This is going to make things much more difficult. Team 1 are gaining no ground through Monster. They're finally pushing out, but they're not winning any fights.
Yeah, a couple of kills already in for the defense, but Maluk and PRT have fought back. They've turned it into a 3v3 again. Tap of the bomb, but a dive over the top. Spongy is still ready for it. He's not too far off actually getting that second kill through the smoke. Bomb, yet to be planted, and Spongy with another one. It's just PRT left alone. 1 versus 3. Yeah, a couple of players is damaged, but there's just enough right now for Bad News Bears to see them walk away with this, surely. PRT will walk into Spongy, who has an absolutely fantastic pistol round. 4 kills for Spongy. You can see his little celebration because he knows he has just stopped Team 1 in their tracks.
Yeah, lovely round from Spongy, but really the stack was always the most important thing, having the counter flashes ready. Spongy just plays around this pit position most of the time. He knows that he can get pretty favorable angles onto those Glocks that are just having to run out and clear so many separate spots. So even though his teammates don't get many kills, he can trade off the back of them. Second round, no investment, or at least not a considerable one from Team 1. So this should be easy pickings, and Junior wants to continue to try and improve those stats.
Well, Junior just walking down long. He's found himself 3 kills, finally traded out by XNS. MP9 of Jonji pushing forward into top middle. Bomb is down. That's the Delosh. Not they're having fun, and he is already out to just XNS. And Team try. Oh my god, this is a little awkward. Jonji up the reload, and finally the round is put to an end. That was awful to watch, Holker. I'm gonna be honest.
I can't believe Jonji pulls out the USP and then is like, wait, actually, I don't want to use the USP. I'm going to switch back to my MP9 that has no bullets in. All right, mate. All right. And it works because he gets the $600 kill reward.
Yeah, and he's got the fountain as well for cover. You know, it's really difficult to be able to pick up the kill with a Glock at that range. Especially if your opponent's moving. So I like the idea from Jonji. Good composure, but Team 1 with the AKs. Got utility out as well. It looks like just a heavy B play coming in for them. Some utility being thrown down by Bad News Bears, who have actually been really good on the util so far in towards this B side. And into this gun round, it's important to see that happen. Good nade stack over the top for Team 1 to deal with the potential boost, but it is just a straight up B play into the wedding arms of Sponge, who gets 1, Swisher follows up, and it's a great round here for Team 1. They've taken all of the kills in the start of the B site. For Bad News Bears, it's an MP9 and an M4 into the retake. And none of these players have a kit on their back. There is one available at Heaven. Jonji is close to that. Also a FAMAS down below him if he wants it.
Oh, Junior gets the kill in from Heaven. The nade dunked earlier onto the site, and now it's Bad News Bears who have the advantage in the retake.
Yeah, PRT has the angle and the lineup for the post plan. Re-smoke goes down on the bomb, follow up into short, and ooh, is he going to start spamming yet? Oh, it's too far off. Jonji's so smart to tuck himself into the wall there. That's going to be the defuse, and a 3rd round for Bad News Bears, and that is really worrying for me, Hawker. Team 1, they took that B site by storm, but they still lose the retake.
Yeah, they used the early utility to deny Bad News Bears the short aggression. They had their molly that landed on short to help that happen. And then I think partly because Bad News Bears had some weaker weapons, they struggled to hold initially. The FAMAS and the MP9 isn't going to have that same ability to just mow you down. So it kind of helped Team 1 to get those early trades. And it was a pretty nice call. But as you pointed out, just those couple of kills come in the post plant. That nade to the site from Jonji was so helpful, bringing it back to the 2v2. They turn it into a round win, and now Team 1 are down to a half buy and already down a man. Not for much longer though.
Oh, Team 1 are going to start charging into Jonji. The AK is at the ready, second through the smoke as well as XNS brought down. And an AK is too tantalizing for Pestodello to focus on what is in front of him. And so for that, Swisher takes him down and out of the round. Just PRT now. Realizes a couple of spoils of war down on the ground. Issue is he's currently being watched, and a swing out from Swisher will deny any passage for PRT. 4-0.
And this is something we were slightly scared about for Team One in this series, was how can they compete on an individual basis? I think if their individuals can play to a similar level to the Bad News Bears guys, they've got a pretty decent chance with their teamwork and with their team play. But so far, Bad News Bears have just been able to win a bunch of fights, even winning that earlier round where they maybe shouldn't have. So if we are going to see this high-octane gameplay, that could definitely favor Bad News Bears with how their individuals have been performing lately. Junior peeking mid has been forced back. Team One going straight back towards this B site. I mean, they got the B site last time, Dinko, so you can't really blame them.
Yeah, true. It was the post plant. It was the big problems. Maybe they've learned from the mistakes, but Spongy getting mollied out of position, but they don't check for him. They don't focus on the Molotov, and because of that, Spongy does come out with a kill, but Molb's in the double and has kept his team in the round. Swisher coming out of connector swiftly, cutting through PRT's neck. Ooh, Luke is taking damage from that near, but still alive, and that could be a problem here for Bad News Bears. They would have loved that kill into this retake. Now they're going to use the boost to try and get something out of this. They're looking for that edge, and all they will find is a bullet to the face. Swisher down off the top of the boost, forcibly removed from the round, and Team One letting that time tick in the post plant. This is much better from them. They're holding them back. I think Bad News Bears have conceded this one. Junior does not want to throw the AWP into harm's way. And so Team One with their first round on the board. Persistence is key, Hawker.
And it also looked like Bad News Bears may have just got a misread slightly on that round. It almost felt like they thought it was going to be an earlier A play in this one because they stacked a bit more heavily on that A side of the map. They had two players towards mid. They had that man in connector. I think if you're going to do that, though, the B site players could maybe be better served playing somewhat safer. Because if you commit to barrels like that when you've only got two CTs ready on B, it is pretty hard to get the proper help from your teammate. And that is what ended up happening there. Just the molly forces you out into the open. You lose the B site a bit too quickly. Team One will take it all day long, though. They get their first round.
Oh, John G. Over the smoke. Flash is going to catch him, and Molb should be able to take this pick. It's right below him. John G has no idea. He hung around a little too long, but there wasn't really an exit strategy there. There was no escape route, so had to commit to it once he went early. And PRT could check down again. Swisher getting caught this time, and so Junior having to make the difference for his side. It was long. He has found Molbs. Sticking around would be almost a little bit too risky, so Junior makes the right call to drop back into the site. Still, it will be a man advantage for Team One. I think they'll be pretty happy with how the start of the round is gone as they now turn their attentions once again to B. Spongy has been all reliable here on this B-bomb site. We'll see if he can do it again. That re-smoke is not going to do a whole lot because there's already a player on the other side of it. Spongy might just get caught here. He might get overrun thinking monster smoke, and he has some time. And that, oh, okay, Spongy turns back and gets the headshot. Pestadello had the straight up free shot on him, but he couldn't do anything with it. And now the play up to A comes through because XNS is pushed all the way through the site.
Oh, Junior is going to be dealt with. XNS able to hear that early, and now they have full control of the site. Even though the bomb is going to take its time, it's unlikely that the bomb plant will be able to be denied at this point. Shakezilla would love to force this fight right now while XNS is alone on the bomb site, but it's not going to matter. Another headshot from XNS, and that should confirm the round.
And Team One, solid starts to the round. I think Spongy was the only real revelation in there. I think some of that aggression from Bad News Bears just getting caught out. You know, John G trying to go for that mid pick on top of Party. Just gets caught because he sticks around a little too long. Utility was good from Team One. I think so far, I've enjoyed Team One's mid-round calls when they have utility available, when they have players alive and some time. The mid-round calling has been pretty on point so far on this T side. They know what to do. And when things looked a little rough towards B, they immediately had a protocol to go back up towards that A side. Solid stuff out of Team One. Money's starting to look good for the T side, and for Bad News Bears, it is looking pretty rough.
And those mid-round calls are especially hard to make in a game that has been really quite hectic so far. it's been quite chaotic throughout a lot of these rounds. You're oftentimes having fights all across the map, so it can be really hard to communicate effectively and figure out exactly where the weak point is. So definitely big props to Team One for making that mid-round call in that round. Now Bad News Bears, as you said, in a tough spot in this round, try and set up that 1 AK they have.
There's the Delo. Oh, he had the right read. Shingzilla lucky to be alive. And then even luckier to be alive after that. Spongy's just on point today. His aim is looking crisp at the start of Overpass. Looking forward to seeing more of that. Some utility bombard in the B site. At this point, Team One realized they are the team that should be in the driver's seat, but they are down a player. Don't need to worry too much just yet, considering the money is so much better for Team One. They'll have all the rifles in play. This AK from Spongy. We'll see if he can get much out of it. Maybe we triple boost it up, so at least he's getting all that information that no one is pushing towards B. But they are going back over towards this A site, and Junior does not have a gun to play with, so he's got to rely on rotations. He stayed alive at Bike, and he's going to try and cause a few problems, but those smokes, they're very deep, and no one's in front of them right now for Bad News Bears. They're going to dive through with flashes, and they're right into the AK evolves. He gets himself a 3K, finally taken out by Junior, but it's just Swisher now. AK-47 in hand. Bomb not down yet for Team One. There's no kit nor utility, and Kevlar is not on the back of Swisher, so maybe an AK save call could be coming through.
Especially with a couple of players being slightly low on cash. Always like to save that AK. There were a couple of cool ideas there from Bad News Bears. I like that they had some wrinkles they could throw in when they had this hero AK saved into this round. The boost onto the sandbags in towards short was a cool start to the round. You saw that the adjustment of the crosshair of the Team One player took too long. I think that was Pesadelo who went down early. And then the 3-man boost was a cool idea, but by that point, Team One had figured out what they needed to do. And Swisher, oh, he sticks around too long. No AK saved. That'll be slightly frustrating. They can still buy across the board, but they'll probably be missing some nades ahead of this round. Yeah, Swisher goes to a FAMAS instead to get the full set of util. And even then, they only have one kit in the hands of Junior. So a couple of weaknesses in the buy for Bad News Bears, but definitely a round that's manageable for them. It's just not perfect, you know? And not everything can be perfect, Dinko.
Yeah, that sucks. Very nihilistic way of viewing the world, but that's blah. So he'll tell you a little bit more about that, I'm sure, in the future.
I'm sure.
Jonji into his bathrooms. Could have got a double there, but spacing allowed X and S to get the quick trade kill. Long bathrooms easily into the control of Team One. They have been pretty ferocious at the start of some of these rounds. Just quickly taking one part of the map, but they slow it down once they take that choke point.
I'm actually really enjoying just how much Team One are willing to just fight Bad News Bears in these early round scenarios, because that's where I thought they might struggle most. I thought they might struggle when these rounds turned into brawls. But they've actually been engaging in these brawls so far, bringing it into even positions generally. And then from there, as you said, they're good at slowing it down, using the entire map, using the clock to figure out the weak point. 45 seconds remaining in this one, though, and they don't have much information that this is a 3-man A stack right now.
And Junior's position is good. He's going to be under a lot of pressure, but Junior, he holds for one. That's not going to be enough, and because he was in that spot, he couldn't quite get out of it. PRT has got a double kill, and this is relentless. Maluk just charging forward with the AWP. And Shake Sully's down on B, wondering what went wrong. Just everything. That's not Shake Sully.
Yeah, the cams have been a bit disjointed.
He's looking good today. I think that look really suits him.
Get the glasses out.
Everyone knows your IGL ability goes up by 5% once you put some glasses on, Holker.
Of course.
Your overall intelligence increases, as you are aware, I'm sure.
The sad thing is, Dinko, I have glasses and I'm still a dumbass, so what does that make me?
Take them off and, well, nothing happens.
I won't even be able to function.
Well, Superman takes his off and he turns into some superhero, so there you go.
He's always
he's always Superman.
He's just some superhero. Good command.
Superhero. Yeah. It's one of those.
Pretty irrelevant, really.
Yeah.
Junior just getting trapped in the bathrooms. I'm again, like, slightly surprised with some of these setups from Bad News Bears. They stack together and they still don't have the exact backup you would want. You do oftentimes see AWPs get multi-kills from that sort of position, though. So you can't really hate it too much. But after they get that early kill, the utility from Team 1 was super solid to deal with the site players.
Huge underdogs. Team 1 have got double figures once in 8 tries versus this core. Yeah, that's not great. That is not great coming into this one as a record. But Team 1 looking like a different beast today. It's been a good start for them. And we do talk about the individual skill available for Team 1, and certainly evident today that pretty much everybody's had a good moment. I think Maluk is so aggressive in wanting to get involved there in that last round as well. So that's cool to see. And this round, we aren't expecting too much. As Bad News Bears have got an M4A1S in the hands of Shakespeare, and then Eagles out as well. This position has been absolutely useless to Bad News Bears. Team 1 are doing a really good job at neutralizing Party.
Yeah, Maluk's got that kill again. And now he's just going to bring the bomb back to B. So even though Bad News Bears have pushed through A, there's only one man on the B site to try and slow this push down for as long as possible. Spongy's trapped in water. That's a team molly, which makes life somewhat awkward for Morbs, but he still gets away with the kill.
Yeah, it will be a 2-man advantage here for Team 1. And Pesadello's going to be holding outside of the connected door. Bad News Bears trying to make it expensive, but they're not really in a good spot to do that right now. So for Team 1, their money is so good. Bad News Bears have got a real difficult first half ahead of them now at this point. Jonesy going to be taken down through the connector wall. Junior playing towards Heaven. Shakzilla just looking to hold on to that A1S. And the time will tick on for a 5th round for Team 1. And Shakzilla might just get something here on the exit. And able to spot it. So he backs away. And it really will be now an uphill battle the whole way through the rest of this half, I feel, Hawkeye. Because now Team 1, it feels like they've got enough money that they should be able to buy for the majority of the rounds left in this half. Even if they're to lose this one and the one after that, they'll still have money. So Bad News Bears are never really going to be in the clear.
Thankfully, they are able to get a strong buy together in this round. They do have the full premium rifles. They do have almost the full utility. Just Shakezilla missing one nade. So at least they get a good buy. Like you were saying, actually resetting that T economy will not likely be a factor. Oh, Maluk wants the wall bang. He's slightly too late on it this time.
Oh, man. That has to work sometime, surely. Gotta keep a track of that. Junior, a little bit more of an aggressive position. They're giving up on that party play. It's not working. So just this front bathroom setup into his divider. This could work for Junior. He's going to have to realize that he needs to fall back at a certain point because he's been caught and overrun multiple times. And if you're a player like Junior, you want to be able to have more than one kill in the round. You have to be able to deliver more impact than that. He's going to go forward in towards middle, just around the side. His mobs, and it's a peek out finally into his crossout. Junior tosses down the smoke. And he'll stay alive. He drops back into the site now, and this is a much better start for Bad News Bears.
Yeah, much more like it. And Junior was left alone on that A side of the map early in the round. So he had to reposition while not having any rifle support, which is really hard to do, but it shows that he is kind of the talisman of this team as of late. And now he's got Jonji here to help him. Both A players winning their fights early, and Jonji wants even more action.
Oh, Junior's starting to come alive, though. Oh, and Jonji right behind has shut down PRT. It's a sneaky play from Jonji. Coming out of that one drenched in filth.
Just walks into the smoke at the right time, able to trade places with the opponent. And Maluk is looking for damage at this point, and damage could be very relevant with what you pointed out earlier. So definitely worth trying to get some kills. Oh, he's been baited.
That's smart. Swisher, easy headshot 5-5. And bad news bears, if you're going to win a round, you win it like that. Everybody stays alive, and it is just better repositioning and positional choices out of Junior. As you said, he was left alone at the beginning of the round. He's been left alone there in that spot before, but the issue is with Junior, he stayed in the bathrooms and missed the first shot and just stuck around. There was no falling back. He couldn't get out of that. And once you're an AWP, you just get overrun. There's just too many forces running at you. Junior needs to be alive longer in the round because that's the kind of impact he can provide. You don't want him to be a one-and-done AWPer.
Oh, fast speed play could be at the ready, but there are 4 CTs on this site.
Yeah, oh, Shigzola pulled the entry out, and Pesadillo just runs through the smoke. That's a frustrating one for Shigzola, and now the boost as well. Mobs will take Spongy down. They're completely unaware of this. Once that quick B play starts to come through, they don't think about the boost. That's more of a slower, methodical approach into B. So you prime yourself ready for a B rush, and the boost just works out perfectly. And now they look to try and turn their attentions back up connector. And Junior's trying to get there in time to slow this down, but he has already started his rotate. He will get back up onto the site and take up position at Optimus and holding down the angle. Here comes the run around. The lined up collateral for Junior. He goes back in for a third, but couldn't quite land it. And PRT's headshot has given them a chance in the round, but Jonji was alone. And Swisher coming up through connector and now has almost an impossible task at winning this round. It's going to be so difficult to take XNS and PRT out of this. That's got a kit, smoke, and a flash. That ball's planted for him. And that could work in his favor right now. There's no one playing for the post plant. They're doubled up in bike.
Oh, a smoke for the defuse too. That's going to make them panic.
Just go again. Tap it again. It's going to try and pull out the 1 versus 1, and XNS has to run it now. Oh, Swisher, that's so well played. Is there time for the defuse? It's going to be real close. And he will, just in the dying embers of the round, steal it away. And Swisher plays that to perfection.
Yeah, so smart to jump up on top of the sight box too. A little bit of fortune for Junior that they line up for him, but instead of going out on the right side of the smoke, which would have given the Team 1 player the chance to actually take that fight, going up on top of the sight box means that he has to be starting to think about spamming towards the bomb, and that just gives you that extra half a second to get the drop on your opponent. That is a beautifully played clutch, and that is around Bad News Bears probably shouldn't have won, because Team 1 realized once they heard that ult firing on B, that A was going to be almost completely clear. They knew they could just run down that AWP of Junior, but because he got that double kill, it just did enough to give his teammates a chance to save the round.
One-man army.
Stats are nuts, man.
Yeah, Junior he's that player that, like you said, he's a talisman. He's just a class above, I think, at this point. I don't think a team like Furia is not the easiest team to go into and just slot in to that playstyle, in particular as an AWPer. So I think he's had a rough turn of events, having that being your breakout. So I think he's come back to this point, and it'll just show what level he really is at. And he's just got another one.
Yeah, he talked about on a podcast how he's just not used to going to a team like Furia and not being the center of attention. Like on every team up until this point, he'd always been the main man. And now he can be that again on Bad News Bears.
Yeah, and I think this is the proving grounds for him. Either that or it's time to take Bad News Bears to the moon, right? Pesadillo, he's got himself a good headshot. Some aggression from Swisher. They had the man advantage for Bad News Bears, but that is traded out. Pesadillo will be happy about that. That's a nice easy kill. Didn't really even have to work for that. I think Team 1 is playing this default out right now. They don't have a whole lot of map control. They have connector. Don't have bathrooms right now. They don't have too much to play with at all. So I think they start to worry a little bit. Looks like it's going to be this B play, leaving PRT as the one lurk over towards A. Throw some util into the side. That's not going to really fake anything out though, because Jonji's pushed up into bathrooms, so he knows it's only one player making footsteps, and that's going to be an easy kill for Jonji. Oh, it should have been easy. It was a long whiff spray, but eventually does get his kill, and now comes the monster walkout. Shigzola is so ready for it. Juda's advanced positions elsewhere, but Pesadillo doubling up. Luckily, the Molotov was down, and it burns him away. Now Maluk, with 17 seconds left, runs right into the waiting arms of Junior, and the sniper from above brings him down. 7 rounds for Bad News Bears.
Fast shot from Junior to open up the round. Fast shot from Junior to close it. And a lot of fun stuff in between too. That's brave from JohnG.
That's your best analysis ever, Hawk.
That was the round, man. That was the round.
That was it. We can just talk about Counter-Strike like that all the time now, please. It's just very poetic.
There was a lot of fun stuff. I had
a lot of fun stuff in the middle.
That's just life, really. You're born.
You like it in the middle. Definitely fun in there.
Yeah. Oh my God, PRT. You're not allowed to do that.
That's just bullying, man. Someone get the good luck, have fun players, because he's just got wrecked.
Oh, and JohnG could be flanked. Oh, PRT can't get there in time.
Yeah, he's trying to nip at the heels, but I think realizes now you can't really go around the corner without a flash now. You're likely to be taken down by Junior. And as soon as that warning shot rings out, he realizes that was the right decision. You know, it's very easy to get tunnel vision and latch on to one possible kill and commit to it. Luckily, that doesn't happen. So Bad News Bears have got that man advantage now on play. And this is starting to look good from the Pesadelo. He's looked good in some of these B hits. He's going to go again and try and find the multi-kill with Shiksola. A little bit quiet so far, but that's a big step up. Good double kill. And once again, Maluk in a clutch. He really didn't have a say in the last one. Didn't have much of a chance at all. And now, this 1 versus 3. If he can get this kill into Shiksola, it's the first step into the right direction. Shiksola on the pre-fire, though, had the shadow advantage. And that's a headshot locked in. Bad News Bears, 8-5 on the board. And they have recovered this half incredibly well. And in fact, they've even broken down that economy of the T's, which we thought was going to be virtually impossible for the rest of this half.
Yeah, fair play to them. They've done well to actually bring it back and actually force Team 1 down to a low buy. I did not think that would be happening. But they have won some very convincing rounds to get to this point. 15-6. And I was actually looking at the stats for this event. He's got the 2nd highest kills per round and the 3rd lowest deaths per round.
Yeah.
Whenever a player is top on both those stats, it just shows that they're just unbelievable at the event.
He's 15-6. He's also been locked out of 2 rounds without any impact. So that just kind of shows the impact he's having in the rounds when he's in a good spot. And we'll be Team 1 seizing that B site. Haven't really been able to put the bomb down yet, though. And JohnG, he's always in behind them. JohnG is always in a weird spot. And now starting to flank. He has given away his position, though. I'll throw an itchy on in. Flash going over the top as well. Team 1, this is the horrible situation that you can sometimes be in where you have the site, but you can't really do much with it. Luckily, Pesadelo has got themselves into a very good spot.
JohnG finally pulling the trigger. The bomb was trying to evacuate, but Swisher cuts them down. And Pesadelo will try his best, but Shiksola runs at him with the M4 at the end. Team 1 realized that they'd opened up that avenue to go back towards A. They realized they were locked in from every side, but once they got that 1 kill, they had the chance to send it. Unfortunately for them, they didn't account for Swisher to just push their position as they tried to run away. They get shot in the back. Wasn't a bad call for Team 1, but you've got to be ready for fights at all times in Counter-Strike. You've got to be ready to defend yourself, and unfortunately they weren't.
Sneaky, sneaky. While Junior is 2nd for ADR at event, so unsurprisingly, Mobs is right behind in 3rd. You know who's been sneaky, sneaky? It's definitely been JohnG.
True.
He's been in
JohnG
those
just
smokes.
loves to take fights. He just plays so aggressive.
Yeah,
really
as soon as he picks up any info, and actually it's working out against Team 1 because Team 1 are going for a lot of these heavy team executes in the late round. So as soon as you get info, well, utility's being used, JohnG's immediately on those flanks, and I think he's been able to find the hole a lot.
Junior did well to dodge that flash, but doesn't spot anyone at mid. That's mainly because Team 1 are positioned over towards the B side of the map right now. But yet again, it is a 4-man CT stack here. It's just so OP having Junior solo hold A. And
yeah.
Stack on this B side.
It's unbelievable when you have that in your back pocket, really. It's unfair. JohnG as well, just wall buying in XNS. Don't even have to see your opponents to get the kills right now. Are they going to go for the boost? There's no way. They're going to boost. They have just no chance in this round, Team 1. They're getting absolutely rinsed. And under a minute left in play. They're down 2 members already, and they haven't really gone anywhere. They are exactly where they started the round, and now they're only considering taking bathrooms. But the members are cut so thin, they've got to go back and get that bomb themselves. So B really seems like the only option, and you got to run into 4 players in this B site with 3 in maximum 14-1. This is looking hella rough. Because Bad News Bears, he's even have some utility left, and gonna try and pop flash into peaks. And Shakezilla has transitioned his position, and this should allow at least a minimum of 1, but oh well, quick shot from Wolves changes that. It makes a liar out of me because he finds the follow-up. And now, this is suddenly a 3v3. Luckily, the headshot of Swisher turns it into the man advantage for Bad News Bears, and he has done so much getting that double kill. Just Pesadillo left alone, and he will go down in the end. Great round out of Swisher, a fantastic half out of the Bad News Bears. Join us after the break to get into the second half.
Seen the days in the dark too long, all the gray between the right and wrong. Takes a warrior to sing this song. When the glory and the pain is gone, it's the failures that make you strong. Can you see the path you're walking on? We're moving up in the world. We're moving up in the world. We're moving up in the world. We're moving up. This is a warrior's world. 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 Seen the days in the dark too long, all the gray between the right and wrong. Takes a warrior to sing this song. When the glory and the pain is gone, it's the failures that make you strong. And can you see the path you're walking on? We're moving up in the world. We're moving up in the world. We're moving up in the world. We're moving up. This is a warrior's world. This is a warrior's world. This is a warrior's world. This is a warrior's world.
Bad News Bears looked like they had a bit of competition in the first half, at least for the first couple of rounds, Hawker, but Bad News Bears figured out, they adapted, and it just turns out having one player hold down an entire side of the bomb site is enough to get you round wins on your defense. Junior with that one-man play towards A, 4 stacks into B every round. We'll see what Bad News Bears have on their T side. It looks like a heavy B play at the beginning of this one.
The nice thing for Team 1 is they can push B short, so even though they may concede the site, at least they can probably keep these players alive and maybe try just 1 or 2 kills before playing for retake.
This is a very quick flank. I don't know if Bad News Bears are going to be ready for the flank through monsters so quickly, especially with Maluk now starting to spam away. That bomb will get across into the smoke. Junior was holding that monster flank though, so the headshot does come in for Bad News Bears. They've got the site. Team 1 gonna think about a retake, but no kit in play, nor any utility. They've gotta hope that some of these peaks from Bad News Bears overextend and be able to find a couple of headshots, and eventually they realize they've got to bring the fight to the post plant. And Jonju and Junior is the double J combo. They're spamming down everybody. X and S and Morbs trying their best, and they will get a couple of nice shots. Morbs looks crispy today. In the end, he will go down, and now X and S into the 1 versus 1. He gets the headshot, but there's no time for the round win. Bad News Bears to win the pistol. They held on long enough.
And no kit at the start of the round for Team 1, so they were taking a fairly big risk by only putting 2 players on B and by not really fighting for the site. And they did nearly get that kill because the bomb took a long time to actually get into position for the plant. But once they got that bomb down out in the open, it's always going to be a favorable spot for Bad News Bears. Even though they lose the fights, they hold on for the round win. This buy isn't ideal for the T's, but they focus the utility instead of the rifles. So there could be a chance here for Team 1 to try and force right back, and they could really do with winning this force buy right now because Bad News Bears have started to run away with this.
Oh no.
Man. There's that aggression.
We were kind of discussing earlier on the desk about the veto and where Bad News Bears mentality is at. I think they know that they've just got Team 1 in the bag, right? It just feels like Bad News Bears have such a huge mental advantage against them. And when you're playing with nothing to lose and playing with the fact there's no pressure, Bad News Bears just feel like they've got that dominant control over Team 1. Jigsaw charging down in towards long. Mac-10 has taken the kill onto Moles, but will they expect Pesadillo? Absolutely not. They're not going to expect his position. Tricky discipline, he's let one cross over. He wants another kill out of this. In fact, he's just going to sit here the whole time, and here comes the bomb. Spongy's running forward. They have no idea. Pesadillo, this is a big brain play. One picked up a second as well. Now the bomb's down. Pesadillo's got his team right back into this one. Swisher coming through. Will it be the saved round for him? Will he be able to pick it up in the 1 versus 1 clutch? Swisher tapping away, doing damage, but X&S now playing in and around the dice box. Really is a roll of the dice which way this one's going to go, but Swisher gets caught in the open. X&S with a good peek out, and Team 1, they've got to thank Pesadillo for that one. That is absolutely huge with a trigger discipline.
Swisher denied his second clutch on the A site. This time it goes against him, but Bad News Bears will be so frustrated that they overlooked Pesadillo's position. They overlooked that one man, and so even the FAMAS, which most people hate, can easily spray to the body for both of those kills. The second player's planting the bomb, so he doesn't even have the chance to readjust and to try and take the fight. Good target selection from Pesadillo to guarantee 2 kills and to turn the tides of the round in favor of Team 1. And now it's Bad News Bears' turn to be down to a lower buy. And that round for Team 1 is... It's hard to say how important that round was for them. This round's important too, though, and they've already lost their first player. That jump is so hard to do.
Yeah.
Just trying to jump up onto the little... I don't even know what to call it. There's a little ledge there.
A pipe, maybe.
It is a pipe, I suppose.
I don't know
if
what kind
you
of
jump
pipe.
up onto the pipe or not, though. I don't really know how it works.
Well, I've never been able to complete it. My movement's terrible. 1 minute left on this clock, and here come Bad News Bears into what looks to be a strong defensive Morbs, and he couldn't get away with a follow-up, but this is on the new patch. He finds that kill. The A1S is still doggo in this one, though, and here comes the rest of the attack through. It's PRT on that flank coming in. It's really made a big problem for Bad News Bears. Is now Junior left alone with a P250. If he had a better gun, I'd probably put him in with a chance, but the P250, absolutely not. PRT brings him down. 7 on the board for Team 1. It's expensive, though, and you can see that in their economy.
Oh, wow. That was the early kill from Swisher that we didn't get to catch.
That's nuts.
Crazy shot. It was well played by Maluk there on that A site, though. Just staying alive behind that smoke for a long time. That's exactly what he needed to do, because Morbs couldn't do too much on the hold. Morbs was boosted up early. He missed that chance. He only got 1 kill on the site hold when he probably should have got more. So important that Maluk stepped up, and he will continue to step up with an early kill and connector.
I don't think this round's got too much resistance for Team 1. This is a good one for them to recover the economy, you know, patch up any weaknesses they might have had. Though for Bad News Bears, all they need to do now is just get a couple of kills. That's the best case scenario for them. Molbs. He's gonna start creeping a little closer to the flower bed, gets flashed around. There's no one there, so Maluk will be tested. Pistols walking into the sniper. Easy kills from Maluk so far. Shakezilla and Jonji, both the victim. With under a minute left, this round will go in favor of Team 1. Maluk is styling on them, looking for the ace now. That USP headshot is filthy. And just Spongy cowering away in the corner. There we go. Just got the Glock. He's really stretching this one out, isn't he? Come on, Spongy. You're gonna be found. Maluk's not pushing. He wants the ace hawk. He wants all 5. It's the classic scenario where everyone in his team saying, "Don't give him the ace. Don't give him the ace."
Yeah, clearly Maluk doesn't want it that bad, though. He is back. Here's his chance.
There's no way he loses this against the Glock. Okay, what is in that Glock? It's firing 50 cal bullets, man. Headshot onto Maluk does so much damage. Obviously, he had no head armor, so works perfectly for it, but Maluk at least stays alive. Brilliant round for him dealing with the pistols, but it's all about the next round, Hawker. The rifles will start to come out.
Yeah, solid shots in this round, but it's against no util. Obviously, as you said, against no rifles either, so there wasn't a massive threat. But he did a good job at selecting his angles and staying at range. So the movement is there, which is good. Maluk's going over to B at the start of this round, though. This is something we rarely saw Junior do, but he wants to see if he can force some early fights towards B. There's no one there on the Bad News Bears side, though, really. They are starting to try and take this mid-control.
Oh, Molb spots the feet of Jonji and brings him down. And that's going to be a good start here for Team 1. Molbs has been very impressive. I think Pesadello has had a lot of moments as well where he's looked very comfy. I know we talk about how it was just pistols from Maluk, but it is certainly going to be a confidence booster for him, and you do want him to step up. You expect him to be able to deliver more impact, especially on the CT side. And Bad News Bears, they've gone into this round with no real idea. They're just getting shut down completely, piece by piece, one by one. Team 1 are having the easiest time of their lives in this gun round.
It was a really nice setup from Team 1 in this round, though. They put that all over to B, peeking into Monster. That allowed a rifle to push up through Monster so that they knew it wasn't a B play. And then they rotate 3 players up to A in time for the Bad News Bears players to just push into them. And again, it was made slightly easier by the fact that Bad News Bears didn't have the best utility usage or the best spacing in this round. You can see these fights are just ones that the CTs will take all day. Shadow advantage there for Pesadello on that one. Just never really got the chance to set up their play. But a big part of that is because Team 1 took that initiative over on B. They took all that information off the back of the peek from Maluk. That allowed them to push Monster and stack that A site in time. So a cool switch of setup there from Team 1, and a really well-timed one to give them another round.
Headhunters, XNS and Molbs are first and second for most headshots at the event. It doesn't surprise me. I mean, Molbs' aim has just been so good. XNS as well stepping up. 11-9. And Bad News Bears, it doesn't get much easier for them here. They've got Tech 9s out, P250s. But it seems to be a quick B call. Will they be able to get through? Plenty of utility for the CT side, and XNS is peeking down in towards Monster early on. They're willing to take fights instead of cowering behind utility. Finally, that util will start to come through. Monster smoke in. Yeah, they're really just keeping Bad News Bears back at this point. They're trying to nade away the boost, but no one playing up there. Team 1 realized playing safe is probably the better call against some of these pistols. They're just holding that range advantage. POT trying to hold off the short choke point while the play to Monster swings out. Jigsaw and Spongy have found a couple of kills, and finally Pesadello stands strong. That smoke into short has severed off the attack. If they were able to come in from 2 sides at the same time, Hawker, Short, and Monster, probably they walk away with a couple more kills there, maybe even the bomb plant. But with that short smoke, it has severed off any hopes of getting into the site together.
A couple of nice pieces of utility and response in this round from the CTs. That molly onto Short initially was nice to help make sure no one could follow up Jonji that quickly. And Smoke also helping out. Maluk lands another solid shot. Deeg out to try and find this final man. Shakezilla will be as much of a nuisance as possible behind this smoke. But Maluk wants to shut him down, and he will. Team One are right back in this game. It looked like they were going to be shut down at the end of the first half, especially once they lost this second half pistol. But they fought back, and against the odds, they've brought it back to a position where they've got an 11-10 scoreline.
Been a massive turnaround for them on the CT side. To be fair, Bad News Bears haven't had too many gun rounds, so this is another test for Team One. But like you said, they have some really cool setups earlier on in that first gun round. That really give me a lot of confidence here. Early utility, holding off any of this aggression from Bad News Bears, although Jonji still has slipped the net. He's got up towards short early on. He is looking for an aggressive peek. He's not going to go too far, though. Just going to hold down his position. They've got connector. And look at this, it looks like a double monster push is about to come in, and Spongy's holding for it. Spongy should find this, the first and the second. That is absolutely huge, and Jonji, he's found the third kill. That B site crumbles. And now Mobs has it all to do on the hold. He's done well with one, but it's still two players. They're going to split him from two different directions, and that pulls this crosshair a little too far. So the short peak is able to come in, and Maluk is now in a 1v4 save call. Has to be made.
Another different setup from Team One in this round. They put Maluk alone on A. They run the Bad News Bears special by stacking forward towards B, but they try and get aggressive towards Monster. And that is a scenario where sometimes you are just going to get caught out by one of those angles. Sometimes you may just line up something that in the future they will perhaps try and figure out. Perhaps they'll try and space themselves slightly better so they don't just line up in that same way. Also got to give credit to Spongy. Once he hit that first headshot so quickly, it made the transfer a lot easier. And from there, Bad News Bears were always going to have a great opportunity to fully take the B site and take the round with it. So finally, Bad News Bears find their 12th round. It's been a long time coming for them. Only their second round win here on the T side since they won that pistol and then got reset. Eventually it does come through for them. And there's that first headshot I'm talking about. If that first kill isn't the insta-kill, he probably goes down to the trade there. But because he's so quick on the trigger and because his crosshair placement is so solid, it allows him to line up that spray transfer nicely. That was just some aggression that was cut out by Bad News Bears, though. So we've got to see if Team One play a more passive setup, whether or not Bad News Bears do have that utility to overcome these site holds.
Oh, Jonji getting into water again. I think this is going to be a real problem for Team One. I think they're going to have to either meet him head on or play without water control or play on retake. And getting that area is going to give so many advantages to Bad News Bears. You got that option for those quick rotates down into B, so Jonji's going to be in a real nice spot again. And they know that Team One are not going to go aggressive into Monster again. They're not going to do that back-to-back, so I think they feel pretty comfortable about where they're at right now. Bad News Bears have some good map control. It looks like this B site will be the point of contact. Junior was trying to get a pick through Monster. Couldn't pick it up, though. He's going to bring that bomb back. They're leaving B behind. Jonju again getting success out of the short peak. X and S goes down through the spam. That bomb's gone all the way back into Playground. They look to try and take some long control. They're going to leave one player up an A right now for the CT side.
Yeah, that kill from Jonji has drawn the rotation down to B. And this is reminding me of Overpass from maybe a year or two ago, where players could just go onto B short and take fair fights. That's what Jonji's been doing. The util hasn't denied him, and now Maluk has to step up on the hold. He's hit the first shot, and the follow-up players are taking their time to push this site.
Mobs. Ooh, he's going to peek, and the nade's going to go in as well. He's hit Spongy down to 10 HP, but it won't reach him. It won't follow up until Mobs is cutting through them with the rifle instead. 3 for Mobs, and Jonji now in the 1 versus 3 with no hope at winning the round. The time is too far gone. The final play into the A site just gets halted by Mobs. And Team One, they've got a hero on the roster right now. Mobs is looking so good.
This push just didn't look that assertive from Bad News Bears, though. They had the chance to properly commit to the A-sided play. The first man goes in so far ahead of everyone else that it actually just benefits the CTs because it gives them that extra time to rotate. Because that first man was so far forwards, Morbs realizes that kill has happened and he rotates up instantly. He gets there in time to help his teammate. And so even though Maluk eventually went down, the riflers had already rotated up and that's all they needed to shut it down.
This is much more of an advanced setup from Team 1 towards A. Look at the long play coming through the double stack in towards Party as well. Bad News Bears, if they want to get control of mid, they got to use up a lot of utility. And it's not even aggressive into mid. Shakespeare is not going to be ready for this. He is going to go down. Morbs gets the headshot. I love that setup from Team 1. It's a different way of approaching Party. We don't have to be on the aggressive front. You just lay the trap. You're just waiting for them to come into you, and it's working so well. Swisher's trying his best to claw his way back into this round. He's got himself a double kill. He spotted PRT, but PRT has the re-peek and the kill on the other end of it. Spongy, who was impressive in the first half, now has to win a 1 versus 3 clutch. He's just got under a minute left to play with, and that bomb is stuck in playground. If he tries to get over towards A, there's so many players in his path. Long is the best avenue of approach right now for him.
And that is the avenue he will be taking. Living life in the fast lane until he decides to finally slow down. There's a speed limit here.
Yeah, and it's not a speeding ticket if you get hurt. It's going to just be a bullet to the head, so quite extreme. 20 seconds, Spongy. He's actually slipped his way out towards the site, but now the question becomes, do I plant for bathrooms or bank? If he goes to bathrooms, the player in towards toilets, they can just peek up and take him down. Oh my god, okay, took a while there for PRT, but he does get his pick. Spongy gets a bomb plant. Now, that shouldn't happen, but it is a bomb plant, so that's some extra cash for Bad News Bears, but Team 1, they've tied up the scoreline.
They have, and they've continued to run these dynamic CT setups, which I'm really enjoying. Like you pointed out, that round was so cool just seeing the angle they take on mid, because it's just such an off angle. It's such an angle that you'd never expect to have to fight. I don't think I've really seen any other team play it in that specific way. And it's almost giving me Heroic vibes right now. I think Heroic are the team who most often like to throw these completely wild setups in where they just stack 4 players on a site and they're constantly switching it up. It's really hard to read what Team 1 are doing right now. And you can see that in the way that Bad News Bears are constantly getting caught off guard by some of these plays.
Again,
and they are throwing the standard rounds in there too, which I think is important.
Yeah, it's definitely important to make it unpredictable. And Morbs, that is nice little play. Maluk has actually made that aggression work because he's followed up with a kill on the Shig solo. So that has now cut Bad News Bears down to 3 members. The bomb is at playground, so they're going to have to pull what initially was a couple of players locking down B aggression back over to help out with the main attack. And Swisher's giving you a little tutorial here, Hawk, on how to get up there. So you jump on the metal, sticks out, and then you jump onto the pipe. All right, there we go.
Dinko, can I tell you a guilty secret I have?
All right, go on.
I have never made the cash jump in my life. Never.
The one onto the boost?
The mid one.
Boost?
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, it's so easy. How have you never done it? And I'm just like, I just can't. Okay.
Your brain just can't handle
little
it,
legs.
It's easier now, isn't it, to do in the new version as well?
Yeah, and I still can't do it.
Well,
I'm just
I'm
awful.
sorry, Hawker. You need to go do some KZ. You gotta learn how to do it.
Apparently.
Head up launders.
This B-site setup is somewhat susceptible right now. Oh, Swisher can bypass that molly.
Oh,
might get this first fight, but PRT wins it.
Yeah, that's rough. Swishers look so good. If he gets that kill, there's a real chance of the round, but I think now it's starting to look real rough, and PRT is going to pick up 1. Maluk stole away the other. And Team 1 are into the lead. After the first half, we started to look at Bad News Bears in a crit scenario, but Team 1 obviously showing why this map is their map pick and why their defensive side is so strong on it. This has been a great showing from them.
I am slightly surprised we haven't seen Bad News Bears just throw a really fast play in there, just like a fast B or something. Because if you're a team who doesn't play much Overpass or you're struggling to get rounds, throwing in that fast B could oftentimes be a way to just give you the chance to actually get some decent fights. Because in some of these rounds, it just doesn't feel like they're getting a chance to play.
I think we tried some fast B rounds a little while ago, but how Team One are approaching some of those rounds is fantastic, but that is great from Spongy. Double kill, headshot with the Deagle, and now there's a small chance in the round for Bad News Bears. If we can get something out of this, they can find those upgraded weapons, which they have done. Junior has got an AWP, and Spongy's done an M4A1S. So a real chance in this 2 versus 3. In the bathrooms right now is Pesadello. And notice his health is incredibly low at 18. So he's going to actually push all the way back towards long. Right now for Bad News Bears, they do have over a minute left to play with. That flank is starting to come in. They're going to need this kill on the A site quite quickly, and Junior will not be able to pick it up. It was a slither of a pixel spotted, and now they move forward. The smoke in towards Dumpster. PRT is going to throw a smoke down of his own, and this is really going to delay. All he needs to do is try and stay alive. If he can find one, that's a bonus, but that flank from Pesadello will start to come through as well, and that will really start to become a big problem now for Junior. Pesadello is right in behind him. He's played this round so well, and now he gets his reward. 2 players line up for him. Double kill for Pesadello. 14 rounds for Team One. And it did start with pistols, yes, for Bad News Bears, but Team One recover it.
Team One stay on top even after a couple of cheeky deeg shots in towards mid. This was just the initial fast play that was shut down. So yeah, they are trying some of the faster plays, but they are getting it completely denied even when they try and run them. And if I'm not mistaken, Junior had 15 kills at the half, right? And now in the second half, he's only had 3. It's only up to 18. That is a massive slowdown.
Yeah, hasn't been able to find that impact on this T side. I expect him to be able to do much more when he's the only player in defense on A, but now on this T side, the system hasn't really been there. Looks like
meanwhile, I think Maluk had like 4 kills in the first half.
Yeah, Maluk,
really low.
Maluk has really stepped up coming into this. Started with that 4K against pistols. It's given them the confidence, and now this push. Finally, aggression works out. It's XNS and a double kill. PRT looking to hold on to this play through Monster. And the last bullet. XNS with the headshot. Spongy down. And now it's Junior in the 1 versus 3. Will this be the time to arrive to the T side for Junior? It'd be a big statement if he can win this clutch. And he's hit the first. We expect to double up in towards heaven, though. So many angles he's got to worry about. It's very difficult, and the pressure's on as well to just start to limit some of those possibilities. He crosses into the open. He's able to grab the bomb. 50 seconds. He's worried about a potential flank coming in as well. He actually has 1 versus 1s at the moment. If he pushes aggressive into short, there's that quick rotation from Mobs. He can go up to A. If Junior decides to go into connector, he can likely be there before him. If he commits to the bomb plant in B, then Junior will likely be found out as he tries to fall back. So this is actually the play Junior has to make to win the round, I think. He needs to take down Mobs in towards heaven. Mobs is aware of that idea. So Junior is going to start pushing in towards him. Doesn't want to fight heaven. Just slip his way up towards this A site. If he can get a bomb plant down on the opposite side of Dice, he has a real shot at getting a good post plant, and Junior can win this round, Hawker.
He's got the bomb plant for free, and he may even hear the steps rotating down below. He knows where one man is, but he doesn't know where that second player is coming from.
Yeah, now it becomes very difficult. He needs to get a pick here as he goes down. They're not doubled up. They are separated right now. They're trying to approach through the bathrooms, so information will be picked up right now by XNS. He's not playing the post plant from bathrooms. He could be long, but given where the bomb plant is, it's unlikely. And now Junior's missed a shot. He goes back in again, but there's not an opportunity for the follow-up. This time, he does get that chance, but he's caught in the start of the smoke. Junior running through and will get taken down by Mobs. It's a valiant attempt, but you gotta take the slim opportunities. He does well enough to get into that situation, but unable to take the kills.
That first shot's just such a killer, man. That first shot, he had the chance for the freebie. He had the chance to turn it into the 1v1. And I think you can see after the round is over, his frustration is likely just coming back to that one missed opportunity. He knows that that's the sort of shot he should be landing. And unfortunately for Junior, he is unable to win the clutch for his team. Great effort in the 1-on-3, but not meant to be. Team One with a 15-12 lead, and Maluk is playing a cheeky game again. The mid-smoke put down so he can peek ahead of it. A man advantage already found so early in the round.
A great start for Team One, and the fact to get away with that, with your life actually completely unscathed, is an absolute criminal move. And for Bad News Bears, they're going to start trying to take that bathroom's control back, but they're going to have to be super slow about it. They got to be methodical. They don't know how far the CTs have dropped back. So it will take some time getting some control, and luckily Spongy is the front man in this charge. Molbs is over here, and he's been so good so far as well. Just that patient player around the corner. A minute left. That bomb swiftly making its way towards A. Maluk just jump spotting. Has that rifle support in front of him. Here comes the execute.
Molbs still sitting close by, and Junior is about to be traded. Good shot from Molbs, but he needs more and he can't find it. Now they should get this A site fully under their control.
Yeah, good charge forward here for Bad News Bears. That bomb is inside of the bathroom, so that's going to cost them crucial seconds here. They do pick it up. Spongy has lost another teammate. He's worried about the flight coming in as well. Spongy had the right read, but not the right position. And Swisher now in the 1 versus 3 slips his way into the bank. He's got to pull off a huge clutch, and he's unable to do it. It's map 1 going to team 1, 16-12 on